Hey guys, this is John. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a new bait, actually two new baits that came out by Sixth Sense in their master class. We're going to be talking about the Strobe Shaker and the Strobe Minnow. Okay guys, this bait's been out for a little bit now, and I thought today I'd cover it. I had quite a bit of success with it yesterday. I'm going to cover a few different things about it. First of all, this is something that's been out for a couple weeks, and it's in that minnow type category, which a lot of you know I like the little minnow baits. I don't use it for forward-facing sonar, although I believe this was intended for forward-facing sonar. One of the comments that I got yesterday was that I had a bait that looked really realistic, and they'd never seen anything like it before. I went up to my local lake in the spillway right before the storm. I was hoping to catch some smallmouth bass. There's a time of the year in my area where I'll start finding the smallmouth stacked up below the dam in the spillway. A lot of times the white bass would be stacked up in there, along with some regular hybrid striped bass, or some regular stripers. Not much in the striper, more in the hybrids, what we call the wiper. Anyway, yesterday, all I ended up catching was a bunch of the white bass, striper, and I did catch one largemouth on the Strobe Shaker. If you don't know, right now, Dick's has these buy four, get two free on any Sixth Sense baits. You can mix and match them. I don't throw a lot of really big baits, but if you're looking for something to save some money, or a way to save some money, Dick's has got a lot of great sales right now. Another cool thing with these is they are made in the U.S., so you're not subject to tariffs on them. I really keep it simple. In my area, gizzard shad is predominant. So I went with what they call live gizzard. I got 3 packs of the live gizzard. Then I got what they're calling live minnow. Sorry guys, I don't have all of these open. Live gizzard was the deal yesterday, and I threw both the Strobe minnow and the shaker was the deal. Of course, the shaker's in a 3.3 and the live minnow was in a 4. I got some of the 3.2 strobes as well. This is what they call live minnow. It's got a really muted color to it. I really like that. It's more of a matte finish. Not quite a matte finish. It does have a little bit of a shine to it. This time of the year we got a lot of runoff, a lot of dirty water. So I picked some more of those darker, more natural colors. And then when I do find some clear water, I picked up what they're calling, hold on, I don't want to get it wrong, Ghost Pro Shiner. And it does have that ghost color to it. And you can see that it's almost translucent with a little bit of a purple hue. I'm not sure how much that pinkish purple hue is going to come through. When I hold it up to a light, it's really green, and it's almost transparent. So those are my colors in the Strobe Shaker. And before I move over to the minnow, I'll cover this this unique little bait here. So here it is. It's 3.3, which I'm guessing is 3.3 inches. One of the unique things about this is it does have this bill up top. I was kind of wishing at first that the tail was more anatomically correct, but the tail being shaped this way helps keep it up and helps keep that action. The way this bait was designed was to help get that side-to-side rolling action without having a loop knot or without having to shake the rod. I fished it both ways yesterday, throwing it straight out and retrieving it. And I noticed that they kind of wanted it both ways. The bigger fish that I did catch, I was giving a slight little shake to it, give it a little bit more of that erratic, in my opinion, Diam bait fish profile. I was throwing it on this VMC boxer head. It's not the only jig head that I use with it. But again, that bill being on top versus a drift fry where it's got the bill on the bottom, it gives it a lot of that natural side-to-side rolling with pretty much a straight retrieve. One of the things that I've read and that I've noticed myself is the lighter the jig head, the better. I'm fishing it on an 1/8 ounce or smaller. These are the same color as I showed you in the Strobe Shaker, so I'm not going to take them out. These all come in a 5-pack. This is the Strobe Minnow 4.0. I did not get a single bite on the 4.0 Strobe Minnow yesterday, but I went back and I got some in the 3.2, which is not going to be much smaller than the 3.3. You can see them here kind of side by side. These guys do not have the bill, so you definitely have to impart some of that shaking to get it to roll. I thought about that as being a good trailer on either a willow vibe, which is more or less a willow bladed chatterbait, or the little flashback mini, or one of the ones that I've made. You know, this is the boxer head with a mini blade that I've attached, a poison tail with a blade that I've attached, or you can go straight flashback minnow. This one just happens to have the curly tail that they provide. So I thought that Strobe minnow might do good there. Also, just a couple other different applications that I thought it would be good for. I kind of wish I had the 3.2 yesterday to see how the fish reacted to it. But of course I didn't. Again, guys, if you haven't been shopping at your local Dick's, I do like to shop small, try to find some smaller businesses. But I have a Dick's close by, and the sale that they're offering is pretty good. It's buy 4 packs, get 2 free. And again, it's a mix and match type thing. So onto the jig heads. Again, yesterday I was using this little 1/0 VMC boxer, and I'm trying to stay an 1/8 ounce on the heaviest and go as light as I can go with them. Great head. It's got a nice little barb keeper. I think the Megabass Okashira head will do just as good. It's a little 1/0 hook. It does have a little fluorocarbon type leader attached to it. Hope you guys can see that. Another one that worked really, really well. It's got a lot better keeper to it. This is the Boyd Duckett sway head. You see it's got that double wire keeper. It's got a little bit of a keel on the bottom. I got a lot of great action out of the bait on that. And then, of course, you can go to just a regular ball head jig. This one's got a short shank. And then I do have one that I've poured probably closer to 30 years ago now. It's got a lot longer shank. We used to pour these by the thousands when we'd go up to the St. Lawrence River, smallmouth fishing, and you'd want some really lightweight going up into some of that real shallow water. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much the jig heads that I would recommend. You might be able to go to, and I've looked at this one too. This is like the VMC swim bait head. This is a lot bigger profile. I don't know how well that head's going to match up with that bait. If that bill is going to be able to get up high enough. But I'm sure you can find a handful of other jig heads that work with it. And these are just the ones that I'm using. I did throw it on my 6'9" Johnny Morse Carbon Light Technique Specific rod. It's the Super Finesse rod, 6'9", light fast, 2 to 8 pound line, 1/16 to 1/4 ounce. That Shimano Mirabelle. And you can see I've got a 8 pound Trilene Sensation leader. That's the boy that was doing the damage. They hold up really, really well. This is on the ducket head. I lost the other one that was tied on with the boxer head. But yeah, that's just been the was absolutely the deal for me yesterday. Was that shaker head. You can head over to my Fish Brain. I'm on Fish Brain, and I post all of my catches on there. With it being rainy, I was going to try to film some yesterday while I was there. I got to the spillway first cast, I hooked up. Second cast, I hooked up. And then that's when I contemplated setting my phone up and recording some on the water footage. And I could have had some great footage. Just in 10 or 15 minutes, I caught 10 fish yesterday. All of them, I think seven of them came in the first 15 minutes that I was there. My area is really bad. If people start seeing you catch fish, they immediately come and get right on top of you. And that happened yesterday. Some guys were throwing out bobbers with a minnow. And it really slowed me down in that area. I couldn't really move around a lot. It was surprisingly a lot busier than what I anticipated to be. But I knew the fish were going to be up in there. We'd have a lot of rain. They've been having a lot of release coming out of that lake. I know at one point, the lake was up flooded. The lake is a part of a flood control system to begin with. So I was really happy to see that they were releasing some water. And I pay attention to that outflow quite a bit. One, it determines if I can even go up there and fish. And two, it determines kind of what I think is going to be happening. There's a lot of shad that come out of the lake, and they get stacked up in there. Most of the shad are, right around 2.5 to 3 inches. That's why I kind of match that hatch the best as possible. Again, the minnow baits to me are nothing new. I've been fishing them for years. They're just getting better and better and better as we go along, which I really like that. And I'm just trying to imitate the natural forage to the best of my ability. So anyway, guys, if you haven't checked out my Fish Brain, I highly recommend that you do. You can keep up with my catches over there. I try to upload that every day if possible, or at least once a week. I get out a couple times a week. I try to upload over there. So anyway, guys, if you haven't been out and you haven't checked out that Strobe minnow and the Strobe Shaker, I highly recommend that you do, especially right now with the great sale, where you're buy 4 get 2 free. Again, the color that worked the best for me yesterday, let me get the right color here, was that Live Gizzard and the Strobe Shaker. And then I picked up the 3.2 Live Gizzard and the minnow. Now I'm interested to see how the minnow is going to perform as well. I'm excited to get out and try these, especially now that I got it in this size. I think they advertise this as a crappie. And there's a lot of crappie in that lake. A lot of crappie down in the tailwater area. But anyway, guys, thank you for choosing to take some time out of your day to watch my video. I highly appreciate that. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do so. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I'm putting out the video. Please like, share, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.